The president's own medical advisors have suggested that if people are going to gather with family this holiday, that they try to do an at-home rapid test beforehand, but we're seeing such a lack of the supply at so many different stores. There are very long lines all across the Northeast. So what is the White House doing specifically right now to help Americans get access to these tests? And will the president speak to the frustration on that front many are feeling during his remarks tomorrow?
Absolutely he will. I would note that to date, and we've always said this would always be a building process, our objective is to make tests accessible and free for Americans. There are a lot of ways to do that, and there are different ways that Americans are getting access to tests. If you have health insurance, you can go to your doctor. Everyone does not have health insurance. 150 million Americans obviously do. We've also made 50 million tests recently available to community health centers and rural health sites. There are 20,000 free testing sites across the country, and we are going to continue to build on that. And the president will talk about that tomorrow.
Does the White House feel like right now the administration is doing enough to get Americans access to these tests?
We always feel we need to be doing more, and that's what the president will talk about tomorrow.
And just some quick housekeeping items. Given this surge and the spike right now from the variant, how often is the president being tested for COVID, and when was he last tested?
He is regularly tested. I will check for you when the last time he was tested.
Are there any other protocols on campus right now that are changing to accommodate? For instance, you talked about breakthrough cases. That's something you would expect. That would be in fully vaccinated people. Mm-hmm. Are these staffers who also have been boosted? And is it White House policy that if you're working on campus or in close proximity with the president, that you have a booster or third dose?
Our policy, it is heavily recommended to get a booster. If you are going to be in close proximity with the president, you're required to be tested that day. That goes over and above typical protocols. Given the workplace we work in, that certainly is appropriate. And of course we have masking requirements that are in place as well. So there hasn't been a change. Obviously we will continue to consult with our health and medical experts if any changes need to be put into place.
And are there any changes right now to the holiday receptions that were already altered but that are open to some members of the public here at the White House?
The open houses?
Yes.
There are individuals who are attending those are required to be tested in advance.
And any changes to the president's holiday plans at this time, given the spike?
Not at this time. Go ahead.